Hi everybody, I am Destiny Gilliam, the owner, the founder, and the center director for the Creative Reading Coach. Now, this video is near and dear to our hearts here in the center. The reason being is we come across a lot of women like yourself. You're ready to start teaching your child how to read at home, but you're not getting the results that you want. You tried everything you can think of and nothing is really working or sticking. So today's video is the top 5 reasons why it's hard teaching your child how to read at home. Now, before we get started, remember that if you want to schedule a consultation with us to get started with our online reading program, just click the link in the description box below and feel free to always follow us on Instagram for the most up-to-date tips and tricks for teaching your child how to read. So let's get started. Reason number 1, it is not working with your child at home is because you are unclear on what it really takes to read. Mom, teaching someone how to read goes beyond just providing them with the book and saying, hey, read this book. It also goes beyond actual comprehension strategies. What we've learned here in our practice is that if we can teach the kids how to get the words out, then that leaves us more time for us to actually teach comprehension. Because think about it, if they're struggling trying to decode, figure out what that word means, then comprehension is the last thing at their mind, okay? So you want to get really clear on what it takes to read. I'll give you a hint. Some of the things that we do here in the center, we focus on phonemic awareness. That's how they're hearing sounds and they're able to manipulate them without actually seeing them. We focus on phonics. That's actually hearing the sounds and then placing a letter with that particular sound, spelling it, and then reading it, okay? We also focus on fluency. Fluency is directly related to phonics, ladies. If they cannot have good phonics skills, then we know that their fluency is going to suffer. And for those of you who are saying, well, my baby reads fluently, newsflash, I want you to know that a lot of kids will memorize words and you don't realize how bad they have an issue with phonics until they come across a word they've never seen before. The other thing we focus on is vocabulary. That's because if we can get the words out, they can fluently read it, then we need to focus on what strategies do they know to use when they come across a word that they don't know what it means. So think about it this way. They can get it out, but do they really know what that word means, okay? And then the last thing, which is where a lot of you guys start, is comprehension, okay? So that's actually knowing the strategies, the tricks, and the tools that I'm able to use to actually be able to understand what I'm reading, okay? Reason number 2 that you are having a hard time. You have all the energy, but it is being spent on understanding the structure. Here's what I mean by that. Instead of you really understanding what it takes to read, you're spending all your time, okay, so it means this, it means that, and I'm going to do this when I get home, and then when they get home from cheerleading practice, we're going to do this part. You're spending all your time doing that, okay? You don't need to focus on the structure until you really understand what it takes to read, okay? Because it's almost like you're building the plane, flying it, and then crashing, and then coming back up, flying, and then crashing again. Understand what it really takes to read. Find your structure and then go from there, okay? The third thing is, and notice how all these are related back to reason number 1. The third thing is you don't have a diagnostic assessment. Mama, you cannot just hop in and say, I'm going to teach you how to read. If it were that simple, we will all be doing it. We will have a bunch of reading kids running around. And that's just not the case at this point, okay? You actually have to diagnose the reason that there is a problem. For example, are they not comprehending because they don't have the skills for vocabulary? Or are they not comprehending because the phonics piece is just really kicking their butt? And so when they come across words that have more than one syllable, that's where they break down. Imagine going to the doctor and saying, hey, my stomach hurts. And they just say, all right, we're going to go ahead and cut you and take out your stomach, take out your small intestine. You'd be like, excuse me, say what? I might have a stomach virus. Like you can't just cut into me. But really, Mom, that's what happens when you say, I know that there's a problem and I'm going to start teaching, right? So you don't really know the reason. You don't have the tools to fix it. So you need a reading diagnostic assessment. The fourth reason is you're using the wrong tools. We just talked about this. and you're printing a lot of worksheets. Mama, if let's how to describe it. Let's see how we can describe it. If you are jumping right in and like, I'm just going to print out this comprehension worksheet because I saw it on Google, I understand how to do it, I read it myself, now you go ahead and do it, and their problem is really like decoding, that doesn't do anything but frustrate them more, okay? Because now what you're doing, you're holding them accountable for completing a task that is like, this doesn't even help me, okay? So it's almost like a vicious cycle. Reason number 5, you're trying to balance too many things and you want quick results. I've been doing this work for, oh wow, it's been a minute, since 2012, okay? I've been a teacher since 2012, and I've been running the Creative Reading Coach since 2015, I believe. I haven't met one student that is going to make quick results. The results that you're looking for need to be long standing. They need to be going. And so you don't want something where it's going to be quick and then they lose it. All right. Slow and steady wins the race. In order to get results, because you do get results, you just don't get like quick results, right? In order to get the results, you have to be super clear on what it takes to read and then have the right tools to be able to give them what they need. And then you want to have the right structure. If those 3 things are not in place, number 1, you're not going to see quick results. Number 2, you're not going to see results at all because you're all over the place, okay? So those are my top 5 reasons why it's difficult for you to teach reading at home. And then I want to add this little piece in there too. I'm a mom. I'm a single mom of 3. Sometimes it is okay if you cannot do it at home. You're not a bad mom. You're a working mom and you're providing them with what they need. So do not beat yourself up because you're not able to do those things. It's almost like you need to give yourself permission to give them what they need. And sometimes what they need is an outside source, okay? So that being said, if you are interested, and I know you are because you watched this entire video, I want you to click the link where you can schedule a consultation with us to get started. We'll make sure that you are on a plane that's already flying, and all you literally have to do is make sure that they show up and you get the results that you want to get from our trusted reading coaches. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them for me at the bottom. We read every single thing. Good luck, and I will see you on our consultation or in our next video. Peace.